mercy. Alive in the building. Out there's my dance here. You ready? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Hit me one time. Oh, 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 oh. I got my boots on.
I got my boots on the ground. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Boots on the ground. Where them fans at? Pop, pop. Yeah. Cowboys and cowgirls. Let's go. That's a country time. Whoa. Let's go. Flop, flop. Yeah, I don't know nothing about this. A real cowboy here. Let me stop it. Let me stop it. Let me stop it. All right. I hate to stop so abruptly, but let me get right on into this. All right. So, basically, ZX is in the title because I am sick of him, right? Y'all see him around here. He's steady messing with the beef sector. And you know he does not like the LGBTQI community. And he's very disrespectful to women. So I don't even know why anyone entertained him on any panel. However they did. But because they did, it showed me enough about them and their mentality. Because I don't know if they thought, okay, yeah, I'm a black woman, I'm a woman, so he's not talking about me. Yeah, he have read, disgraded, all of y'all. Disgrace, degraded, all of y'all. So you see all these red flag shit because, you know, you want to be a sellout and receive a few coins to allow other people to experience things they shouldn't. Because all money ain't good money. But you did that. Y'all did that. Y'all messed up the sector. The reason why we're going through a lot of this stuff is because of greed, insecurity issues. People are mad and they go along to get along. For example, why is Sirius Bayless and Chopper over there working with homophobic ZX? Why would you be doing that? He don't like y'all. Why are any of them a part of the community over there with ZX when he openly states how he feels? That's crazy. Do they think that he's not talking about them? And then we can clearly see that ZX is a predator. He's a stalker. He's a cyber harasser, cyber bullier. Okay? But because of how you feel about somebody else that should stay within the perimeters of the sector, you reach out to somebody like him. That is a sad case. That's a sad case. I'm just saying sad. I get Kwani, because we always know that Kwani is a mammy, and she's been climbing up Mammy Mountain. I used to like Kwani. Used to be funny. I used to like Kwani, but then I just can't tolerate mammies because at the end of the day, mammies think that women are dirt, and black men reign supreme. I've not been taught that, never been taught that. That is the craziest thing. The only thing that should become before you is you and your creator, which could be your mom, your dad, your grandmoms, your ancestors, and, the Most High. But to sit here and put another human on earth before yourself, that's sad. That says a lot about you. But that's just basically what I'm saying. And then I'm seeing people pushing for more women to become mammies and climb up Mammy Mountain by protecting these men, and then even protecting the women that they delegate to protect. You know, they want to control, they want to dictate, they want to rule. They didn't build a sector, they wasn't a part of the sector. They got ushered in by the sector, just like, you know, ZX wants to be ushered in. Not contributing anything but dysfunction, toxicity, misogyny, and homophobia. You know? But they're ushered in. And so they're ushered in by people who utter, I'm beef sector, big beef sector. But you big beef sector, but you are allowing homophobic misogynists on your panel to disrespect, degrade Black women and the LGBTQIA community. Doesn't make any sense to me. Like they say, we within the beef sector, we're a family. We got our issues. Just like, you know, like what, you know, what's family stays with family. So that's how we should look at it. The reason why a lot of these issues can't get resolved from 7, 8 years ago is because you got all these outsiders, all of these supporters who basically may have only heard the story from one side or whatever. They're believing this new stuff. All of these people popping out on these panels, making themselves seem more relevant than what they are really are to the beef sector. Because the beef sector, quite frankly, have been on retirement for a long time. Because a lot of the beef sector is tired. And we know this ain't nothing but dysfunction, a bunch of mess. A bunch of mess. Ain't nothing entertaining. These people don't want to laugh. All they want to do is degrade somebody, get up there, call a bunch of B's, H's, and talk actual. That kind of stuff. This is sick. It's sick. I didn't grow up in the hood or the ghetto. I didn't grow up like this, but it's just chaotic, toxic, just dysfunction at its worst. It's the cycles of dysfunction. And then for women to be passing it along to allow other women to go through it is sad. It's sad. So basically, that's what I wanted to say. But y'all know ZX is a predator. You see him stalking, you see him harassing. He did Clydiva, Jazzy, VS, whatever. But see, I'm just telling all y'all men, I'm going straight to the police. I don't come at y'all. I'm not finna. You. If we might do a one or two on a panel, one or two times, but they're clearly gonna see when we pull up the video documented evidence that can never be erased in Google system, that could always be retrieved. That you came at me first, right? You came at me first. So they're going to clearly see that you are the problem. And I'm going straight to the law because y'all are some predators. Y'all are some sick men. Y'all are the worst of the worst. And the mere fact that these women can't see it, keep allowing it, because all you got to do is shut down your panels. Like, stop allowing these men on the panels. And then if Lemon wants to do that over there, he gonna eventually end up, you know, in jail and in prison behind doing that. So keep, you know, either keep allowing him or, you know, stop supporting him. It's either or. But stop supporting this BS. Because if they do it to the next, they do it to you. If they feel it about the next, they feel it about you. Just because they said it about that woman, don't mean they don't feel it about you. You see, these men don't have no respect for women. Men's primary focus in life by God is to provide and protect. And they're around here taking, they want all the money, all the cash ups and stuff like that. So that's opposite from providing, right? That's why they don't want you on welfare, because they want you desperate and destitute and begging so they can do anything to you stupid people, to Mammy Mountains and stuff. Mammy Mountains get it the worst and they get it first. They respect women like me much greater, much, they respect women like me. They don't respect y'all that want to bow down anything for the man. But at any rate, uh this is a real life situation. This is a alphabet situation. This is on the radar, and I'm sure that this sector, these sectors in this community are on the radar. And I keep telling y'all that this stuff is historic. It goes back for a minute. MGTOW, they gone. You know why? Radar. Most of them locked up. They did egregious things, real life things. Manosphere, you gon' like the real Manosphere ain't gonna really admit it. Like they said, they trying to rebrand. A lot of them been locked up. Uh, and now, basically they're tainting the B sector, which was one of the safest sectors at one time. And just ask yourself, why is everybody trying to come into the B sector? But like the B sector ain't really like doing content on these other sectors or really trying to go into these other sectors, but they so desperately want to come into the B sector. So the B sector can be blamed for this federal RICO, for whatever you might want to call it. But something serious is going to happen in the end. But that's all I got to say. Y'all know ZX is a predator. What he's doing is sick. He needs to sit down. Y'all need to stop allowing him on panels. Y'all need to ignore him. Let him sit over there and talk to himself, because it goes from one woman to the next, one woman to the next, and all he wants to do is degrade women and the LGBTQIA community. It's all of the B sector. Then he keeps launching these attacks, trying to launch these fake wars and stuff. Why should we war with anybody? We the B sector. Like the beef is within the sector. B sector beefs with B sector. That's why I don't really like to beef with other people outside the sector. I'm gonna cuss you out and keep it moving. But in terms of really like doing some content on you, no. Only B sector, because you're giving them relevance. We used to know that back in the day. Don't give you giving these outsiders relevance. Then it's over and over. You keep letting these people on your panel over and over. The fire situation over and over. You're letting these outside people keep getting relevance in your sector. Let's stop. Then it's like you have phased out the real B sector because we used to have a lot of content creators just back to back B sector content, small, big, large, whatever. We didn't care. Everybody addressed something. Everybody was getting a little shine. But now, like when it comes down to original B sectors like M. Bernadette over there going to Ken, ain't nobody bringing that up. Why? They want to silence certain things that, really deals with content within the sector, killing off the B sector. But when it comes down to everything, all the content deals with outside people like Ghetto, all men's cooking channel, outside the sector. What Envy talking about? Not RNY. RNY, I think she is B sector. To my knowledge, she is. But I'm just saying, y'all don't realize y'all are letting outsiders do content within the B sector. So they're, monetizing off of B sector. So the B sector is going through all the pain while they get all the money. And that's all I got to say. Binary. The list goes on and on. It happens over and over. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to stop? When are we going to realize you got to ignore, stop allowing them on your panel, make Lemon. If Lemon is big B sector, make him prove it. If Lemon is big B sector, if he's making content, if he's creating content, if he's all of these big things, make him prove it. Because otherwise, it's other people that can fill them shoes. And I'm out. Peace, love, hair grease, all that. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment. And it is QI unapologetically leaving the building. Peace.